Okay, so if you're trying to build a software company today, you have a massive problem on your hands. How do you possibly stand out when it feels like everyone is building a software company? It's a huge question, and your answer could be the difference between success and failure. Today, we're going to unpack a framework that gives you a real, clear answer.
And look, the opportunity here it's just unbelievably huge. We are talking about the software as a service market, or SaaS, being projected to smash through $900 billion by 2030. But here's the catch. When any market gets that big, it also gets incredibly crowded. And that creates a very real challenge.
You know, this quote from a recent research paper just hits the nail on the head. Maybe a decade ago, just being a SaaS company was your big advantage. Today, that's just the table stakes. It means you're not just competing anymore. You're literally fighting for air in a sea of other SaaS companies. It really is like the new SaaS gold rush. Everyone's rushing in, hoping to strike it rich. But you know, in a gold rush, just having a shovel is nowhere near enough. You need a map. You need a strategy to figure out where the real gold is buried. And that's the one thing most companies are missing.
So that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? In a market this jam-packed, how do you go from just surviving to actually thriving? It's not about luck. It's not even about working harder. It's about being smarter. And the answer is in a powerful framework for growth. The answer really comes down to this one word, maturity. Now, this has nothing to do with how old your company is. It's all about how capable, how predictable, and how efficient your entire operation is. And luckily, there's a clear roadmap to get there. And that roadmap, it's called a SaaS maturity model. The best way to think about it is like a diagnostic tool, like a checkup for your business. It's a structured way to take a hard look at your company, see what's actually working and what's not, and then build a clear step-by-step plan to get better.
And if you look at this diagram, you can see the whole idea is this continuous loop, right? You evaluate where you stand right now, the model helps you pinpoint your weak spots, and then it gives you clear guidelines on how to improve. You make the changes, you measure the results, and you start the cycle all over again. It's basically a machine for constant, structured growth.
So what's this model actually looking at? Well, it breaks a company down into 4 core dimensions, which, we can group into 2 simple buckets to make it easy. On one side, you've got technical performance. That's all about how you design and build your product. And on the other side, you have business performance, how you sell, how you operate, and how you structure the whole company. To be truly healthy, you've got to be strong in all 4. So within these 4 areas, a company doesn't just flip a switch from bad to good. Nope, it evolves. It moves through 5 distinct levels of maturity. Think of it like you're climbing a ladder, right? You're moving up from this chaotic startup at the bottom to a streamlined powerhouse at the top. Let's take a look at the rungs on that ladder. And here they are. You start out at level 1 ad hoc. Everything is chaos. Then you move up to level 2 opportunistic, where you kind of start to figure some things out. At level 3, consistent, you're starting to get organized and write those things down. By level 4, organized, your processes are documented and streamlined. And finally, you hit the peak, level 5, optimized, where your whole focus is just on continuous improvement. To really feel the difference, let's compare the absolute bottom with the absolute top. Okay, so this is level 1, ad hoc. This is where, let's be honest, a lot of companies start. It's pure survival mode. There are no formal processes, just a whole lot of making things up as you go. At this ad hoc level, things are just chaotic. You're not running a well-oiled machine here. Your success comes down to the heroic efforts of a few key people just working around the clock putting out fires. Every new customer feels like a 5-alarm fire drill, and you have no standard procedures to fall back on. It is exhausting, and more importantly, you can't scale a business like that. Now, let's just fast forward past all the middle stages and jump straight to the ultimate goal. This is level 5, optimized. This is a company that has completely mastered its processes and is now focused on one thing: proactive, relentless innovation. And the biggest thing here, the real game changer, is the mindset. An optimized company isn't just reacting to problems anymore. It's proactively innovating to get ahead of them. Its processes are super efficient, automation is everywhere, and the result? A high-value product that customers absolutely love and are happy to pay for. They're not just playing the game, they're defining it. And when you put them side by side like this, wow, the difference is just night and day. You go from a reactive, totally unpredictable approach to one that's proactive and predictable. Your success is no longer chained to a few individual heroes. It's driven by a solid process that anyone can follow. And for your customer, the experience goes from inconsistent to reliably high value every single time. That is the journey.
So why does any of this actually matter, right? Why go through all the effort of climbing this ladder? Well, because it has a direct, tangible impact on your ability to grow and to win.
And here is the most important thing to take away from all this. This is not some boring academic theory from a textbook. The SaaS maturity model is a practical, hands-on tool for real, sustainable growth. It gives everybody in the company, from engineering to marketing to sales, a shared language and a clear structure for getting better, day in and day out. And using it really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, you use the model to figure out where you are on the ladder right now. Second, it helps you pinpoint the exact things you need to fix to get to the next level. And third, it gives you a clear roadmap to build that improvement into a long-term strategy for growth. It completely takes the guesswork out of getting better. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you open up your favorite app, think about it. Where do you think it falls on this ladder? Does it feel like a product from an optimized level 5 company that's constantly improving? Or can you kind of see the cracks of a more ad hoc approach? This framework doesn't just help you build a better company, it gives you a whole new lens for seeing the entire digital world. Thanks for joining the Explainer.